Good evening, Lake Orion. Hope you're all doing very well today. It's nice out. The Tigers are playing again. My name's Ian Witherspoon, and I am between Taorminas. Yes. Thank you for joining us this evening. And we got a new set today. We're in my living room. Welcome to my home. Thanks for coming by.
We are not at your home.
What do you mean?
We are not at your home.
Where are we?
We are in a nice little haven, sitting by peace and prosperity.
Yeah, my home.
No, not your home.
That's my home.
Not your home.
Goodness gracious. Well, what do you guys think? You feel cozy?
Yeah,
you can put your feet up on my table. My mom doesn't
You're
mind.
like James Spann. Goodness gracious.
James who?
James Spann, very popular meteorologist, ABC 3340. Very popular meteorologist.
Where's that out of? Saginaw Bay?
No, it's out of Birmingham, Alabama. Very good guy. God bless James Spann.
How do you know James Spann?
Because I watch his weather coverage a lot.
In
Doesn't
Birmingham?
he follow you on Twitter? He does follow me on Twitter. And also his partner in crime, and Jason Stinson, also follows me on Twitter.
How'd you ever follow this guy or find him?
Because I look at his weather coverage. Remember April 27th?
Huh?
April 27th, 2011.
The tornado outbreak in Alabama.
Yep. That's how I got to know him. Great inspiration of our track team. My throwers especially.
Some random weatherman from Alabama is your track team's inspiration?
Yes. Yes, but let's talk sports now.
Why have I never known this?
I have no idea. Let's talk sports now.
This is sports, track and weatherman.
Let's go with the Tigers.
What, are you hosting the show?
Let's go with the Tigers.
Let's switch spots if you're hosting.
Let's go with the Tigers.
All right, what do you want to talk about?
You know that they're 31-22 right now. What do you think about that?
You know what? What do you think about that?
I'm not panicking. Tigers still lead Central.
He's panicking.
Yeah. I wish we had that warning alarm sound that we used to have.
We don't have it at my mom's house.
Dadgummit.
Dadgummit.
But you see here with the Tigers, I mean, they can't hit. Their pitching's been awful. They miss Doug Fister real bad now. This is a lot of people say about how they miss Doug Fister. This is why they miss Doug Fister, because he would have been helping this team, fixing this team. Drew Smiley needs to go back to the bullpen, and also that and this is why it's hurting his team right now. It's because they don't have the pitching that it used to be. Verlander's not himself. Scherzer's not himself, and they're struggling.
Well, I mean, you go on the West Coast, you're playing teams on the West Coast, you're not used to being in your comfort zone. And let's be flat honest, this was a very long road trip for the Tigers, having to travel to Oakland, having to travel to Seattle. And in that time zone, it is difficult for any team, especially a team that's in the East Coast, to adjust to a time zone like that. And, also give credit to, also the Tigers that have a target on their back. They have proven time and time again that they're a very dangerous team, that and teams are not taking them lightly anymore.
Especially Oakland.
Oh, especially Oakland.
I'll tell you what, to split in Oakland, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, but
the way they looked for some of those games, the way they looked in the first game with Drew Smiley, getting shelled 10-0, I'm fine with splitting.
Well,
losing to the Mariners kind of stinks.
To lose to 2 or 3 in Seattle, but Seattle's always hit the Tigers' number.
Yes,
it's been
especially
in
in
past,
Seattle.
Especially in Seattle, but but you look at what the Tigers. I mean, they still lead the Central right now.
They're still 9 games over 500.
Right, they're 9 games over 500. I think.
And how much do they lead the division by? 4? Is it 4?
4 games, yeah. Maybe.
Either
4.
way, they have a pretty sizable lead.
Still,
and they were scuffling. They're scuffling. And to have this lead is...
Because they had the strong start, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But let's look at with Cleveland, you know what I mean?
What about Cleveland?
Cleveland had a strong start a couple years ago.
Yeah, let's look at Cleveland. Let's puke. They stink.
You love Cleveland.
No, I hate Cleveland.
You love Cleveland.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. But let's look at Cleveland. They had a really strong start, and look what happened.
Oh, they won 2 games.
I think this could be the Tigers.
What could be the Tigers?
they had a strong start. They did. They had a big lead, and then all of a sudden they started falling apart.
I'm gonna flip this table.
Why?
He's talking nonsense.
He could have. I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but let's be realistic. Cleveland did have. He is right. Cleveland did have a strong start, but then they did proceed to collapse. Do I think this is the Tigers? No, but you have to be very wary of that as well because that could happen. That happens to teams. Will it happen to the Tigers? Time will tell.
Let's take a look at Cleveland's pitchers versus the Tigers' starting rotation.
Am I going to take Cleveland starting rotation right now? I'm going to take a Tigers. Both team is struggling right now.
I want
Tigers
a
should've
track record, not a couple-week record. I want years. Is Justin Verlander, Max Scherzer, Drew Smyly, Rick Porcello, Sanchez, those five, I would put those up against anybody for the course of a year, and especially in the playoffs.
Yeah, but here's the problem that I have with the Tigers right now. I mean, they're struggling right now. You know what I mean? If they want to be a championship team, they got to address some things in the bullpen, cut Phil Koch, and also
That Phil Koch cut thing seems to be pretty good.
And also
agree?
just basically, just like get some things like
a
figured
shortstop.
out. Maybe
They need a
shortstop makes a lot of sense, but there isn't really a true shortstop out there available right now.
Well, I'm assuming they're going to be promoting their man pretty soon.
Could
Suarez or whatever the heck his name is.
could.
But,
You know,
you getting tired?
I've been
We
tired.
just started, man.
Yeah, I've been tired, but but I think if they promote him, you know what I mean. Then if he does well, then what happens to Iglesias?
He comes back and takes his position. He's the man.
Okay, but
We need him back.
yeah, but you're missing a key part of your
Right
offense
now.
there, and then of course I think that shortstop thing has always been an issue with this team. You know what I mean? And this is something that they have to address. I don't think that they've addressed it very, very well. But
It just turned June, baby.
but besides Iglesias getting hurt, you know what I mean? They really haven't addressed it.
I'm yawning listening to you two bicker and debate. Catman, why are you looking at me like that? Yeah, you little Catman.
I think this means we should go to a commercial break.
Hey, Bo Pelini would be liking that right now.
We'll talk Tigers. No, we won't. We just talk Tigers. We're going to talk about something else in just about a minute. Welcome back to Between Taorminas, where I'm joined by two pussycats, Sammy and Anthony.
I am not a pussycat.
I think you are.
I am not a pussycat.
Yeah, you are.
Hey, you want to
What?
talk about cats? You're
Yeah.
a cat man.
No.
You are definitely a cat man.
No.
And for you to have the audacity, I wasn't the one that came on the show that dressed as a kitty cat and made a complete fool of myself. Of himself. You make a complete fool of you. You make a complete fool of yourself in that stupid cat costume.
Can I ask you guys a question?
My kids would agree.
Let me. They're a different topic, all right? You're kids. You're kids. You're demons.
My kids, they're geniuses.
I can't believe you.
You're just envious.
Quick question for you. Have you ever dressed up in a costume to support a team before?
Not exactly.
Ah!
exactly.
I think I have a picture of you in a costume.
Of what?
The costume was green.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, he's dressed up as a dragon.
You're right. I did dress up as a dragon. State Finals 2008.
Why'd you do it?
Well, I've done it twice, actually.
Why?
Support my team.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's why I dressed up as a tiger, not a cat.
You're dressed up as a
Not
cat.
a household
You
feline.
dressed up as a cat. You made a complete fool of yourself on national television.
It was
At least you didn't
local
make
television.
You still.
It's debatable if it happened in Japan, too. I think I was on Japanese TV.
That's what I heard.
That's what I heard, too, which
All
is
right.
fine.
You made a
All
fool
right,
of
you
yourself.
nincompoop. Stop with the
Hey,
arguing.
hey, I got you.
You suck.
I got you.
All right, let's go with our middle school teams. You know what I mean?
What about them?
Yeah, just had Oak County meet last Thursday.
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, I'm bitter.
Yeah, why are you bitter? Why are you bitter?
Because I wanted to go back-to-back championships in the boys.
Well, you know, my throwers had a really nice
You
cake.
talked about wanting to go back. You talked about wanting to go back to back, and we told you it wasn't going to be easy. St. Regis is a very good team, and you look at what, and you had a chance, but the thing is, your kid went down in the 400.
Our fastest runner. A fastest runner goes down, and we still finish third. I'll take that.
We got cheated in the 4x4. I'll be
Why?
honest with you.
What happened? Tell me the situation.
Because, you know, we had a little incident with
Did he cross the line and spike it
He crossed the line, and also, but they said he dropped the baton.
after he finished the race?
After he finished the race, yes. And that's just terrible officiating by, I'm going to be honest with you, I do have respect for Gordy Richardson, but that was a ridiculous, terrible call.
What
that
place
you
would
did
you?
in the 4x4.
What place would you have gotten?
We would have took at least
Fourth.
fourth. We would have took at least fourth in that. And,
You guys took fourth in the
and then
4x4.
the seat that my kids get screwed over by that. That reminded me of last year when Gabby got screwed over. That was terrible right there. And this year, and then that DQ reminded me of last year when we got but that was just a BS call, and I'm very upset with Gordy Richardson about that, and that's something that needs to be addressed.
The officiating?
The officiating over there at Clarkson.
There's a lot that needs to be addressed over in Clarkston.
I still think if we ran a shot put meet, all three would have done a better job.
And I think Lake Orion would finish on top for some strange reason.
Beautiful.
Whether it be one of the three. But anyways, let's talk about our shot put side of the things. Sammy was very impressive in the boys. His boy finished 8th place. His girl finished 10th place, who was projected to finish 22nd. We both had 7th grade girls who participated in their first meet. Were nervous a little bit.
It
struggled.
showed that they were
It showed. My boy finished very well, finished 15th. Your boy finished 17th. 18th, excuse me.
Sorry, what?
But, I mean, it's nonetheless a good showing. Maybe
Yeah,
could
it was
be
all
better.
right. It could have been a lot better.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not being mean to you, Ian, but
What? What do you got? You gonna?
you had your boy actually had 2 fouls. You know what I mean? Like a couple of them.
Yeah, I was there. I saw him.
It was not good. But
wasn't
I
pretty.
just thought
I thought the first one of his was a little bit questionable.
It was a little.
Because,
questionable.
but I was surprised you didn't say anything.
What could I say?
I mean, you could have tried to argue like he did the one time.
I don't want to be on the hit list though when I go into Clarkson because I live there.
But here's the
You
thing.
coached Lake Orion.
I thought
You
that
went to Lake Orion.
That's
I
true.
thought, you know, in your final throw, you know what I mean? Like you were wondering about why your girl fouled at that time. I found out why she did that. Before you go into the circle, you have to have a shot put ready to go. You can't just go out of the circle and just test a shot put and get back in there. That's considered a foul. You know what I mean? And that's just a mistake right there that she'll learn from, and I think she'll do that next year.
I remember one time watching Tigers baseball. Alex Vila, there was a foul tip. You know, it bounced off Alex.
Yeah.
Took his mask off, scooped the ball up with his mask. You know, the mask helped him pick the
Right.
ball up.
Right.
That was whatever. The batter got to take his base, or one of the runners on base got to move up. Stupid,
That was
dumb
terrible.
rule.
That's a
You
dumb
know,
rule,
it's the
yeah.
same with unknown, weird rule. Cassie, they weren't even watching her.
I know they were.
You know what I mean? And he just saw a corner of his eye, her get a different shot.
That was terrible.
But there was nobody there to hand her a different one.
Right.
She could have asked had they been paying attention.
That's the thing. They don't. They
don't
And
pay
I agree. I agree with you. They don't pay attention. One thing about it too, and I noticed this from we had a great conversation with St. Regis's coach about our Shopwood coach about where his team, his program, and what he said about all three of our respective programs. I think it's quite positive
Are you going to share that information?
that we run very successful programs, and and that continue to keep running them. Obviously, no offense, Ian, Sammy and I have had a little more success in the Shopwood side of the county meet, but he's also said that you run a very good program at Oakview.
You gotta look at it here. My kids had a really nice day. You know what I mean? Hunter took 8s, Mary took 10s. You know what I mean? I didn't expect Mary to have the year that I thought she would have. You know what I mean? Just placing first in all in our events except for the county. But also Hunter. He had an incredible season for me. Of course, he beat you 7th grade year, throwing 37, and then
I wasn't throwing. Why
beating your
is it
kid. Beating your kid.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, one thing I notice about my kid Alex Perry and the boys, extremely loose. One thing about going in the county meet, you know how a lot of kids are just tight, wanting to go in, getting it over with?
Scared.
Very nervous. I think you look at, all three of us did a very good strategy going into that meet. We took our kids out of the line. We had them sit with us the entire time. And I think that helped us, especially in the boys. Because I think that, in many ways, when you're in that line, you tend to get a little bit antsy, you tend to get a little bit nervous. I think it's a very, very good strategy. And the St. Regis coach, along with other coaches, noticed that. And they noticed how all three of us kind of sat together and we kind of went over things as Lake Orion, not exactly as Walden, Scripps, and Oakview. So, and I think that was and a lot of those other schools noticed that, and I think they took positive compliments about that.
State meets a whole other animal. You know what I mean? The county meets a whole other animal. I mean, because this is where coaches have to scheme. This is where you have to make sure
Pontiac's kid did a good
your
job.
kid is in the
him
best situation to win. That's what happened with Pontiac's kid, with Mace winning it, and that's what happened with I didn't think that's what happened with the girls, the girl from Mason who won it, but I just think that if you got to scheme, you got to plan it. You know what I mean? Very accordingly, and that's what they did.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Good.
Very good.
Okay. When we come back, we're gonna discuss the Pistons
And call-outs.
and call people out.
Hi, this is Sean Belligian from Fox 2 and State Champs, and when I am in Lake Orion, I do not miss Between Taorminas. You want to know what's going on locally? How about that Lake Orion hockey team? They've got quite the program going. Go check out Between Taorminas.
Hey, Sammy, Anthony, and Ian, this is Dan Miller from Fox 2 News and the voice of the Detroit Lions. Congratulations on 2 years. A lot of shows don't make it that long, but you guys are obviously doing the right thing, so way to go. Keep it going. Keep doing what you do, and we look forward to talking to you again next year when you hit another anniversary. Until then, we'll talk to you soon.
Welcome back to Between Taorminas. Apparently the Pistons hired a new GM. That will be Stan Van Gundy's yes man. All right, let's get to the call-outs.
Okay.
All right, let's get the call-outs.
Okay, that's it then.
You got anything?
Alright.
You got anything
Yeah.
about this guy?
Nothing much.
Yeah, he worked for the Bobcats.
Yeah, he worked for he worked for the Pelicans.
Nah, he worked for the Bobcats, man.
Pelicans.
Nah, Charlotte.
Pelicans.
I thought he worked for Charlotte, for MJ, the Bobcats.
Oh well.
Whatever.
Whatever.
What is he? He's a yes man for Van Gundy.
Yeah.
He is right
yes,
now. Yes,
man.
yes, yes.
So is there anything to break down?
Nothing
I'm going
much.
to call out.
All right, do call.
My first call-out involves a situation that is going on in a small town called Farmington.
Uh-oh.
In this case, with the Farmington dads. Why?
Yep.
Simple. Look, what makes this worse at Farmington is Farmington has had a history of dealing with obnoxious dads that are wanting to take control of the program, want to see their kids succeed, want to see their kids be the star of the team. So you know what the head coach does? He hires one of these dads, and he becomes an assistant coach. What's he thinking? Other than the fact that Farmington's in the blue division when they should be in the white, that's ridiculous. Farmington, if you're gonna win the blue, win it with class. Don't win it, and do us a favor after this upcoming football season. Move to the white. You don't deserve to be in the blue. It's a shame that you're even in the blue anyways.
I don't think they're going to win the blue either. Because I don't think they're going to win the blue this year because I think that Avondale, Groves, and Lathrop, I think, are better teams than they are. Even though Farmington's got all the hype right now coming up, I just think that those three teams are right now better than Farmington.
My second call out involves those. I recently got in a debate about respect and about icons. What is an icon?
Me.
An icon is basically somebody that does something extraordinary. If you look at myself, people like myself, Sammy, also my classmates in 06, which doesn't include
What
me.
about him?
Whoa.
What about Ian?
I said my classmates in 06.
Yeah, but you give him a name drop. I'm sitting right here like what am I, chopped liver?
I said including Ian.
You didn't say Ian. He
Yeah.
said he didn't say Ian.
No, I didn't hear it say
All right,
that.
finish.
yeah.
Go ahead here. I'm
Finish,
not an
go
icon.
ahead, go ahead.
I'm just
All right.
a
Anyways,
spare tire on
We
the side of
talk-
the road.
we talk about icons. We talk about, and I get a response saying that my view about, in order to be successful, basically, I hear that kids want to be, that they call themselves icons. Are they? Nah. You haven't done anything that we haven't already proven. We haven't already done. And I got a lot of beef, a lot of controversy for that. So for those ant haters, why? Simple. Look, I'm sorry that the truth hurts. I'm sorry that it's not, quote, popular. At the same time, it's not supposed to be the popular. Truth hurts. It truly hurts. When you look at the world of realism, when you stick to your morals and you stick to your beliefs, you stick to those beliefs, you're fine. Kids just don't understand it. Kids don't like to be told the truth. And unfortunately, the truth hurts. I gotta remember my other call out.
Oh,
There
and
you go next.
what?
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 I gotta remember.
You're just trying to close the show, aren't you?
No.
Sam, are you ready?
Yeah, I got two tonight. You know what I mean? First one I'm going to call out. Of course, you guys have heard of this case. I know we talked about this on the show a lot. This guy, of course, what I've read in the news is like he's trying to sue the NBA and Adam Silver for $1 billion. This guy is Donald Sterling.
Look at that.
Donald Sterling. Why? First of all, that picture makes you look fat. Two, the thing is already done. Your wife is selling your team for $2 billion. That's one of the richest deals, and you get $1 billion out of this. Why? Just take your money and go home. That's what I'm saying to you. Take your money and go home. But
Shut up.
instead, you sue the NBA for $1 billion. You try to throw everything that the NBA, that your wife, your strange wife, has even worked hard for. There's a reason why you're banned in the league. There's a reason why nobody wants you in the league. It's because you're a racist. You're a racist. You already just criminalized yourself, basically saying that all African Americans are not good people. You're wrong. And that's unfortunate. You're wrong. And you deserve to be out of the NBA. You deserve to be out of sports in general. You're just a terrible person. You're a crook. You're a thief. And that's what you are. And then my last call out, of course, is one of the people here that I've called out in the past. She does a little dancing thing. I have no idea why.
Boy.
I'm going to call out this girl. Her name is Miss Clarissa.
Oh,
Miss
God.
Clarissa. Why? Let's look at it here. What in the world are you doing What in the world are you making dancing for? Why? Why?
Oh, God.
Who are you? I know I bashed you in the past, but what in the world are you doing? You're making a fool out of yourself, making a fool out of yourself.
She's trying to be an inspiration.
Are you trying to be an inspiration? Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. That's sad. I can't even.
Hey, can we hit my last call out so I can
Oh,
remember?
my God.
Please, thank you.
We need a bar in the studio
Can
somewhere.
we hit my one call out that I forgot? Please, can we put it on there, please?
You don't remember what it is,
don't
do
remember
you?
what
You
it is.
still don't remember what it is.
Yeah, those who want to call out.
Oh, God.
Those who want to call out, forgive my apologies. You know,
Forgive
for
you.
those who want to call out and you want, to get a call out, it's very simple. You have to do something crazy or heinous or just plain out stupid in order to deserve a call out. You can't keep asking for call outs. Call outs are precious. Call outs are special. Call out to those who deserve it, such as Ian Weatherspoon and Catman. That was deserving of a call out.
Did Miss Carissa?
Yeah, she deserves it.
Well, I mean, but you cannot keep asking for call outs. That just does not work that way.
Heck, even Chris Barnett deserves to be called out. That
That
guy,
I'll agree with. Sure.
Chris Barnett's evil.
Why?
Chris Barnett is evil.
You got reasons?
Yeah, I
You're
have
just-
plenty
you're
of
just
reasons.
shouting.
I have plenty of reasons why Chris Barnett.
Go ahead, give me one.
Here's one reason. He interfered during the fish drive.
All right. Fair enough.
Yes, this guy's totally spirit of evilness. And of course, he's also evil because he's bashed me in the past. He sent out a bad coach.
Well, you deserve that one.
I didn't deserve that one.
Maybe you did.
I did not.
Maybe.
No,
All right, fine. Maybe you didn't.
I did not deserve that.
All right, fine.
And Chris Barnett is inexplicably evil. He even has his own show here
Yeah.
called Orion Now. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Goodness.
Gracious.
Have a great night between Taorminas from beautiful Lake Orion, Michigan. Have a great night.